For far too long, too many have been watching content for free and not opening up their wallets in support of this channel. Did the communists win? I don't think so. Only communists watch content for free. Don't be a communist.
Hey, old pal Victor Moose here. Hey, why you listening to this guy? I mean, he's a lizard person. He literally eats babies, alright?
I will eat your ass.
Hey, these galactic grifters are really something, you know? Hey, you know how you get the best content out there? By liking, subscribing, and if you happen to be one of those rich.com billionaire types, by throwing a few bucks at a super chat every now and then. Hey, in this economy, nobody's got money to throw at lizard people, alright? Hey, take it from me. You'll click that like button if you know what's good for you, alright? Alright, I gotta go. Take care of your mama.
So, you want me to tell you about Stranger Things? I am Becca. I was recommended Stranger Things back when they had a season out. People kept saying, oh, it's like the 80s. You grew up in the 80s. You love the 80s. It's all 80s nostalgia. And it's 80s music and 80s this and that. And you turn it on and it's this synthwave stuff that we didn't actually have technically in the 80s. Synthwave is very much inspired by the 80s. It is not what we actually listened to in the 80s. The bad synthesizer stuff we listened to in the 80s. Just listen to any of the sellout Sparks albums, I guess. Like music that you can dance to, that era. Or stuff from like the So Important era of Sparks. You just stay there. We're gonna get that in a second for the prop. So when Stranger Things Season 4 came back, people are like, oh, are you watching it? Are you excited? I'm like, no. Here's why I'm not excited.
Say it! Say it!
For Stranger Things Season 4, alright, I made it through Season 1. It was interesting. It did not really make me feel like I was watching something from the 80s. And I don't know if that was people who were telling me about it, but I was kind of under the impression that I would get a big 80s nostalgia push, you know? Me, the girl from the 80s. Definitely read Space Jam 1 and 2. Oh, no. We will not be watching Space Jam. Thank you so much to your sticks, though.
I see.
Whoa.
So for the... what are we talking about? Stranger Things. So I watched Season 1. I did not get 80s feels. For me, the 80s is Care Bears.
Care Bears, stare!
My Little Pony.
You're so clumsy, Sundance.
Even Transformers.
Transform and roll out.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
How's it going?
Showbiz Pizza.
Where a kid can be a kid.
Bright, colorful. It's a Lisa Frank Trapper Capper. Trapper Keeper. Trapper Capper? Trapper Cap. I'm trying to read at the same time. Trapper Keeper. It's a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. Or stickers. It's scratch and sniff stickers. It's fun. It's bright. It's McDonald's commercials.
So Ronald made a magic place.
It was not this dark, grimy, gory, MK Ultra, some bald crapping chick trying to murder a cat with her mind show that was just gory, violent, brutal.
I want to stop.
About Dungeons and Dragons playing. First off, I was never a Dungeons and Dragons fan. I was a little girl in the 80s, obviously. And so season 2 came around and I'm like, fine, I guess maybe it'll get better. I made it 3 episodes of season 2 and I said, all right, we'll come back to this. This reminds me nothing of the 80s. This doesn't feel like the 80s. It doesn't seem like the 80s. It's not the 80s. Finally finished season 2. Took me 6 months to finish season 2.
This sucks. Yeah, me.
Fine, maybe I was just in a mood. We go to season 3. The opening shot is rats exploding.
We don't let any more mice in here. They've been exploding all over the place.
That is not 80s to me. 80s was fun, bright, colorful. Masters of the Universe, He-Man, She-Ra, Saturday morning cartoons. You know, it was getting to go out for fast food and the special treats and it was ice cream at Swanson's. It was not this. It was not this dark, gory, brutal mind control show. So that's why I don't like Stranger Things. And now I see this new crapping thing going, and now they're all like, oh, Kate Bush, Kate Bush, Kate Bush. Oh, but Kate Bush. And then they're like, oh, Metallica, Master of Puppets, Master of Puppets, Master of Puppets. Really? This is not in tune. This is not in tune. So, it's such a big deal that the guy from Stranger Things can play Master of Puppets on his BC Rich Warlock. First off, Kirk Hammett didn't play BC Rich Warlock. What did Kirk and James play? They played, in 1992 I learned how to play Master of Puppets on a Flying V. I have upgraded since to a good one. But for crying out loud, Stranger Things is not 80s. It is not nostalgia. We didn't listen to that music. And I mean, those of us who did actually listen to Metallica, we were listening to, like, one, because that was the only one they were playing on the radio back then. You had to, like, sneak it if you were listening to that. Nobody listened to Kate Bush in the 80s, who was a little kid, first of all. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. So Stranger Things is not for anybody who wants 80s feel. It doesn't make me think like I'm watching an 80s show or a movie. It doesn't make me feel like I'm watching anything from the 80s. It just makes me feel like I'm bait and switched into some modern day gory ass nostalgia bait. And I cannot stand Stranger Things. So, that is my review of Stranger Things and why I'm not making videos on it, not watching it. It just is not my 80s. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Stop!
Whoa, the fuck?